Okay, guys, the question is, what does the law of God require? This is going to be a lot of information, but I think that's something that you should be able to understand. As middle school and high school students, you already know what it's like to listen to authority, right? You already know what it's like to follow rules. You have an understanding of that. So really the answer to this shouldn't really come as much of a surprise to you. The short answer would be perfect obedience. That might sound a little bit daunting, but we have to understand the context in which the law was given, right? It was given understanding that God was going to save us. All right, so what do we mean by that? He says, okay, love me, follow me, do what I ask you to do, you're my kids, right? I'm your dad, you're my kids, right? I mean, that's what we understand already. That's the kind of relationship we already understand. So let's just break it down a little bit more. In Matthew, it tells us that we're supposed to love the Lord our God with all of our hearts, all of our souls, and all of our might, right? With every single fiber of our being, we are supposed to love God. And then he flips it and he goes, hey, and not only that, but you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself. Well, okay, we don't know how to do that. We can't obey God perfectly. We can't love God perfectly. So how can we complete it? How can we do that? Well, the answer is easy. It's through Jesus, right? God created his son. He knew that he was going to need to save us, and so he did. He saved us by sending his son so that we would have a way to be able to love him how he wants to be loved. And we can't do that apart from Christ. So understanding that the law of God requires perfect obedience is the same thing as understanding that we cannot love God perfectly. We cannot obey him perfectly. Only what we can do is live in him, right? He's going to come knocking. He's going to come into your life. He's going to tear down all of the walls that you built up. And he's going to change your life completely. Only then can we be living in the law. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I mean, the fact is that we are broken people. And only can we be made whole when we are given over to him completely. So just think about that as you go through your week. Think about, what is it in your life that you're putting before God? Maybe I should ask the question of whether or not you have God in your life. That's huge. Think it over. Love you guys. As always, you can reach out to myself or Brian. You can let us know what's going on, or don't if you don't want to. We have other adults in the student ministry that you can reach out to as well. And I'm sure any one of them would be happy to talk to you for as long as you want to talk. I miss you guys so much, and I am signing off. Bye.